Standard 5th, subject English, lesson number 27, The Legend of Marathon. Before I start this lesson, I would like to give you a short introduction related to this lesson. The Legend of Marathon is an inspiring story of a young man of 22-year-old whose name was Philippides. There was a battle between the Persians and the Athenians, but the former refused to accept defeat. There was that the entire army of Athens was far away from their cities, with only aged people, women, and children back home at Athens. The Persians made a plan to take the sea route and reach and capture the Athens before Athenians returned to the city to celebrate. This was the short introduction related to this lesson. Now you can see the subparagraph of the lesson. Here I start. The marathon is a sporting event. Now, what is meant by marathon? Marathon means a long distance running race. So, it is the marathon which is in a sporting event which we play in the sport event, or you might be seeing the marathon race. So, here the marathon is a sporting event. It is a running race of about 42 kilometers. The World Marathon also means a task. So World Marathon it is also mean one type of task, or you can say the event that lasts a long time and requires a lots of effort and patience. So the World Marathon means which you have to put very hard work, and it requires a lots of effort, hard work and patience to run in on any marathon. Let's move to the next paragraph of the lesson, dear children. The first marathon race was organized at the time of the first Olympic Games. So this was the first marathon race was organized at the first time at the first Olympic Game. This was the first Olympic Games which were held in Greece and which were going to play in the Greece. The marathon was started in the memory of a legendary. Now what is meant by legendary, dear children? Legendary means described in or based on the legend. So this was the memory which was going to given respect. This was the marathon race which was started in the memory of a legendary, going to give respect to this legendary Greek hero Philippides. So this was the Greek hero whose name was Philippides, who had carried an important message for the battle of the marathon to Athens. So Philippides, who has carried a very important message from the battle of marathon to Athens. Given below in the story of his famous run from marathon to Athens. So in the below story you will learn how the Philippides has delivered the message to Athens. We do not know whether the story is historical accurate, but it has inspired many generation of sportsmen. So we can't say whether this story is a historical accurate, but it has given inspiration to many generation for of sportsmen. Let's move to the next paragraph of the lesson. About 2500 years ago. So this is the story about 2500 year ago. This is the story is Prussia. Now Prussia is a country was a mighty. Now what is meant by mighty? Mighty means a very strong and powerful. So Prussia was a mighty kingdom. So it was a very powerful and mighty kingdom. Their large army had landed in the bay near to the town of Marathon. So this Prussia country was having a very large and strong army, and which was landed near the bay near the town of Marathon. Their target was Athens, and their target was Athens, a city state. Now what is meant by city state, dear children? An independent state consisting of city and its dependent territories. So its target was the Athens, which was a city state in Greece. This city, Athens city, was in Greece. Athens had a small army compared to the Persian one. So Athens was a country which was having a small army compared to the powerful Persian one. But the Athenians soldiers were very brave. But this Athenian soldiers were very brave. Even they were having small army, but they were very brave. They had faced the Persians before, but but they needed help from other Greek kingdom now. They have faces many battles with the Persians one. The Athenian country has faces many battles with the Persians one, but now they have needed the help from the Greek kingdom now. They decided to send a special messenger. Now what is meant by messenger, dear children? Messenger means the one who communicate a spoken or write messages. So here they have decided to send the special messenger to the neighboring kingdom of the Sparta. So they have decided to send the message to the neighboring kingdom, which was Sparta. His name was Phidippides. So who is going to deliver the message, the special message to the neighboring kingdom of Sparta? His name was Phidippides. Let's move to the next paragraph of the lesson. Phidippides was a young man who served as a long day runner. So he was a very young man who served as a day long runner. He ran whole day without taking a rest. He ran to Sapta like the wind. So he runs so fast that he runs Sapta like a wind. He have to reach to the neighboring kingdom Sapta like a wind. He has run to reach there. He covered the distance of nearly 100 kilometers. So he covered the distance of nearly 100 kilometers. Let's see to the next paragraph of the lesson. In a day, so Phidippides has delivered this message in a single day. He has walked 100 kilometers in a single per day. But alas, the people of Sparta were busy with some ceremony. Now, what is meant by ceremony, dear children? Ceremony means an occasion which is grand and induces ritual. So, the Sparta people were busy with some type of ceremony. They did not want to join the battle immediately, and they did not want to join any battle immediately. Phidippides took this message back to Athens with a heavy hearted. So Phidippides took this message back to Athens with a heavy hearted, because this was the important message which he have to deliver to the Athens people, that the Sparta people can't join this battle now immediately. But on light feet again he ran 100 kilometers within a day, so to deliver this message to the Athens people that the Sparta people is not going to join the battle immediately. So what he has done, he without taking any rest, he again run 100 kilometers within a day. Let's move to the next sub paragraph of the lesson. When the generals of Athens heard the cold Spartan response means the answer. So when the generals of Athens heard the response of the Spartan people that due to some occasion they are not going to join the battle, they did not lose their heart. So they did not lose, they did not give up, they did not lose heart. They were ready to fight on their own. So they were so brave that they were always ready to fight on their own. The Persian army was watching Athens like a cat watches a mouse hole. So the Persian army which was putting eyes on the Athens like a cat watches like a mouse hole. So they decided to launch a surprise attack on the Persians. So here the Athens people decided to attack on the Persian like a surprise attack. The Athenian generals sent their flanks. Now, what is meant by flanks? Flanks means army. So, the Athenian generals who has decided to surprise attack on the Persians. So, he has sent some army around the Persian forces, like spreading arrows by hitting with some type of arrows, and begin to draw them in and begin to attack on them. The Persians were not ready for the battle, because the Athenian people has attacked suddenly to the Persian people, so they were not ready for the battle. Dear children, hope you all understood the first part of this lesson. Thank you.